Hello, huge movie fanatic Nate, stopping on by once again, coming at you for a retro VHS showcasing. Today I'm coming at you to showcase one of the original, if not the original, North American VHS release of Boogeyman 2, the sequel to Boogeyman from the early 80s. Uli Lomel's Halloween ripoff of the early 80s, which I would regard as a really fun piece of just, camp slasher early 80s Halloween ripoff fun. Boogeyman 2, it's basically one of these situations like Silent Night, Deadly Night Part 2, I think, where there's a lot of footage from the first film. But incidentally, there is a chick from the forest is in this as well. There are some kind of fun new kills for this movie, but I think it's mostly a rehash of the first film. On the back here we've got copyright 1983 VC2 Incorporated. So just like with the Prowler VC2 VHS I showed you guys, I think that this copyright 1983 is for the production year or release year of the actual movie Boogeyman 2, so it's really hard for me to know when this actual VHS came out, but we'll say obviously sometime, if not 83 itself, sometime, maybe 84 or something like that. The archaic VC2 VHS, I can't imagine it would go too far into the, mid 80s, still with that archaic early 80s VHS look. So as you can see here, taking a closer look at the front cover, obviously, unfortunately, this VHS was cut down to fit into the video update clamshell rental case. We can still barely see an Uli Lomel film, Boogeyman 2. You didn't listen to Mama the first time. Now he's back again. Basically, I think I don't remember if it's some of the artwork for the first film just rehashed or not, but very simple. It's kind of effective artwork here of the shadow on the brick wall and a woman's perfect teeth, mouth screaming at terror. And just in true VC2 fashion here, we've just got very simple artwork in this line here in the tan bottom half of this with the VC2 logo, and we got a, video update probably put this horror sticker on the cover. Looking at the spine, that was also cut down to fit into this rental clamshell. We've got Boogeyman 2, and as you can see here, bulk clearance outlet, $2.99. I'm pretty sure I got this VHS from Video Update when they were selling 20 tapes for $10, but even if I paid $3 for this, it was worth it. It's Boogeyman 2 on VC2 VHS. Looking at the back here, unlike the Prowler VHS release from VC2 I showed you guys, we've actually got a synopsis here. Uli Lomel presents Boogeyman 2 starring Susanna Love, how do you say this? Shanahanna Hall, Uli Lomel. Yeah, that's right. Uli Lomel's actually in this movie, I think, as a director. And Sholoto Von Douglas, these names, I tell you. And since this is so short, I'll regale you with the reading of the synopsis. A little girl witnesses a murder in the reflection of her mirror. As an adult, that image haunts her day and night. She says she sees the Boogeyman. In an attempt to free her life from the past, the mirror is destroyed, but one shard of it remains to wreak havoc wherever the woman goes. The event's climax, when the shard embeds itself in the hand of a man who becomes possessed by the Boogeyman, and a bloody trail of bodies are left in his path. We've got executive producer David Dubay and directed by Bruce Starr. If you didn't know, Uli Lomel didn't even direct this one. I think he kind of wrote and stars possibly produces it, or I don't know much about the Boogeyman 2, but incidentally, it's kind of funny how even on the back of the VHS, it's mostly a rehash of the first movie, and only like the last couple sentences are basically describing what happens in this movie. Reading the back here, it does make me remember that I think like a butler or something like that, or someone who, some kind of service employee or something like that, ends up getting the mirror shard embedded in his hand, which is a cool gimmick for a Boogeyman sequel, and he's basically, I think, the killer. I don't know, don't quote me, I haven't seen this for a while, but incidentally I kind of, you know, looking at this VHS, it does kind of make me want to watch it again. And just like with the VC2 VHS release of The Prowler, how cool is that little label on the tape here? Taking a closer look at it, it's so cool. We've got, too bad they didn't continue this trend. It's actually kind of cool. I mean, you could make the label fit the label area, but you could still have, you know, make it fit the label area and still have the picture, the cover art on it. Really cool. We got a label here ripped off this thing here, something 3 VC2 Incorporated, an Uli Lamel film, Boogeyman 2. We read the tagline on the cover, licensed only for non-commercial private exhibition in homes. Any public performance, other use or copying is strictly prohibited, all rights reserved. Obviously we've got a huge video update security sticker, or whatever the hell this is. Please rewind tape. Warning, if tape is tampered with, customer must purchase. Well, it looks like I must have tampered with it because I purchased it. Just kidding. Looking at the spine here, really cool, very small VC2 logo, copyright 1983, VC2 Incorporated, and the really cool kind of, I like that yellow on burgundy. I think that works well for this VHS release. Boogeyman 2, like I say, the more I look at this VHS artwork and things like that, the more I kind of actually want to pop this tape in and experience the Boogeyman 2. I don't think this ever got any official release on DVD or anything, which is a bummer because there are definitely worse movies than Boogeyman 2. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you very much for watching, and as always, we'll catch you on the next video. In an attempt to free her life from the past, the mirror is destroyed, but one shard of it remains to wreak havoc wherever the woman goes. The events climax when the shard